21. Deeron. The people are called Deerons in the galaxy, the deer. They raise deer. When the bus landed it was early. I went to the Wisha hotel and went up to the counter and said, "How everything's going today?" She said, "Everything is going pretty good today, and how can I help you?" I said, "I need as Jack Wisha from the Wisha newspaper, the lead, to meet you." She just looked at me for a minute and said, "Okay, you are the owner." I said, "Yes, I am the owner of the hotel and restaurant." She said, "No one told me that he was coming today." I said, "Usually I don't know my schedule, so a lot of times I don't call ahead." She said, "I am new here and the one that was taking care of it just up and quit, and someone from your office called me to work and I come in and I don't know anything what's going on. There was no one here to train me." I said, "I have some time and I can show you what to do." She said that would be really good if I just started yesterday. I spent most of the afternoon sat in talking to her and no one showing her say, because I said all these hotels and restaurants are the same, that way it is very easy to train someone, because once you have trained them in one hotel and restaurant they can work in any of them. She said that is very good. Yes, I have learned a lot today and I don't even know what room is yours, what is going on. I said, "This room 1 is always mine." She said, "Okay, then that means that all the hotels your road was number 1, I said, "Yes. So that means no matter where I go or where you were grown in, number 1 is mine." She said, "Okay, now I know. And the main thing is my room is not for rent, I am the only one that uses it, or if one of the relatives comes and stays, they will get my room. Sometimes another salesman will come to get ads because I cannot make it, and they will get my room. Later on I will call you and let you know who is authorized to use the room." She said, "Okay, that will be really good to know." I said, "I'd like to have the key now so I can go to my room." She said, "That is good because it is empty, now that I know it will stay empty." I said, "Thank you very much, and at least every week whether anyone's here or not I would like to have the room re-cleaned." She said, "Yes, that can be done." I said, "Thank you." She says, "Here is your key." I took the key and went upstairs and watched TV for a while. I called down and ordered dinner. I got ready and went down, and just as I sat down the waiter brought out the meal. When I get done I said thank you and it was very good. I went to the counter and asked of the phone. She said, "Okay, here it is, you can settle with there, use it, it will reach." I took the phone and let them sit down and I forgot the phone book. I asking you bring me the phone book. She said okay and brought the phone book over. I made around 10 calls and all of them wanted to place ads, so I set up times to go to each place and get their ads. It took me 3 days to get all the ads done. Pretty much everything else went pretty good. Finally I got the last one time and headed back to the hotel. I was almost there and somebody come up to me and said, "Hey, you got time to place another ad?" I said, "Yes, just follow me." He said okay and we headed for the hotel. When we got there we went in and sit down. He said his name and what the company was, what he does, what he makes, and what he wants in the ad. I wrote everything down and he checked it already, says this is what I want. I said okay, when I get back we will send you a bill, you'll pay for the bill that will run the ad. That is just how it works. He said very good and he said, "While I'm here are you buying lunch?" I said yes, I can do that. The waiter come over and we ordered. And then we got talking and he had started pretty much the same way I did with nothing. He said some people, he says their mom or dads will give the money to set it all up, and he says we never had that option. I know my mom and dad was very poor and sometimes didn't even have a place to live, but now everyone has a place to live. The battle had to go, because I have a hotel and restaurant set up on all the planets. So that means no matter where you go, as long as they are a relative and they call me ahead of time, they can get a free room and stay as long as they want. He said, "That there really is a good." I said yes, but it took me a long time to get to this. He said, "I know what you mean." We get done eating and I said, "Well, it's time to go up and go to bed late." He said yes, I've got to get home too, stop by the next time you're in town. I said I will. We both got up, and then went our separate ways. I went upstairs to my room and opened the door, and what did I see? My wife was here to see me. She said, "Okay, wherever you been?" "I've been out getting that. If I would have known you was here I would have called you had you come down to dinner." Someone had stopped me on the street to place an ad, so we said an A and he placed the ad. She said, "Was that would have ruined the surprise?" I said, "Yes it would have." She said, "What do you have planned for the rest of the day?" I said, "I've got all my ads done and just go watch TV for a while." She said, "That sounds like a plan." We watched TV for a while and went down and had supper. And come back upstairs and went to bed. The next morning we woke up to the phone ringing and it was our son. He said, "I've got a problem and I hope you can solve it." I said, "Okay, what is it now?" He said, "I need some money to buy grandmother a birthday present." I said, "I'll know, I forgot about that. We are headed home right now anyway, so when we get there we will go shopping." He said, "Okay." We got up and got dressed and went down and had breakfast, and by then it was about time for the bus to show up. We went down to the bus station and waited for the bus. When the bus got there I molded the newspapers and we got on. We got to the room, the phone rang and it was our son. He said, "How long does it take you guys to get here?" I said, "We're on the bus now." "Get you called the bus, we will be home in a couple hours." He said, "Okay, then I'll let you go." I hung up the phone and said, "Do we really know what he wanted?" She said, "I say he just wanted to find out if we were on the bus and on the way home." I said, "I guess the bus left."